Hello YouTube, welcome back. Today I'll be doing exit sign setup 6, so let's get started. Right here on the board we have a chloride exit sign. This is actually a sign out series, but it's rebranded by Highlights. So as you can see, if I pop it open, you can see there is a label that says Highlights PAPS. Oh, there it is. You can see that's the Highlights logo. I have these LED retrofits inside. They're made by TCP. So yeah, as you can see, this is Highlights. Over here we have a Lumicell combo. You can see if I go ahead and test it. You've seen this before. And then over here we have a Thomas & Betts. Actually, it's light alarms, but pretty much the same thing. Exit sign still has the same LED retrofits inside. I'm using LED retrofits not because I'm a fan of them, but it's because right now, since I have so many signs up, I'm currently out of light bulbs, like regular light bulbs, because all of mine burned out. So yeah, that's why I'm using LED retrofits. Over here on the wall emergency light spot, this is a Sure Lights LM1. You might have noticed there's a bit of a Highlights theme. That's because this is a Highlights rebranded unit, or it could be. This one happens to be by Sure Lights, but Highlights did rebrand Sure Lights products at one point, so that's why it will look exactly like this, just with a Highlights logo right there. I can actually insert a photo of a UN1 that looks like a Highlights one, so it looks like that right there. So yeah, so you can go ahead and give it a test real quick. You can see it's pretty bright. It's not as dim as one of those no reflector units, so I say it's pretty good. On the wall we have another Highlights product. This is a really cool sign in my opinion. This is made by Highlights, but Highlights is now by Philips. You can see it's actually a new LED exit sign. However, it has a vintage look. They designed it like that on purpose because it's supposed to mimic something older, but this is just a standard sign. So you can see if I go ahead and test it, it has a battery backup too. So that's pretty cool. We're now in emergency mode. As you can see, the Lumicell combo is the only one still illuminated because the other ones are AC only signs. This is a pretty bright unit. As you can see, it's lighting up a majority of this space. On the wall, that exit sign is doing its job. It's really bright. Honestly, I think this is one of the cooler exit signs in my collection. The only thing I'd have to say is that when you're standing kind of far back, the exit legend is kind of hard to read because of how bright the backlighting is, but otherwise it's okay. And then the Sure Lights LM-1 is okay as usual. It's providing some beam of light, but yeah. Alright, so if we go down to the basement, right here we do have a combo unit. This is made by E-Top Lighting, or I'm pretty sure E-Top Lighting is branded by, or not branded, but I think Jiming makes their products, I'm not sure. But this is actually a pretty decent generic unit. You can see it has reflectors in the heads. Reflectors in these units don't do a whole lot, but it's still okay. The exit sign legend is pretty bright. You can see this is an older combo. It still has the label from 2008 when it was new, and I can give it a test. You can see it's pretty bright. This is a little flimsy right here because it's not that I didn't attach it to the wall. As you can see, it's attached to the wall pretty good. It's just that this part right here, just hangs off of the bottom there. It's not that secure. If we go to the other side of the basement, we can see that there is a generic unit. Just to go with the generic theme, as you can see, this is just a version of that without reflectors. Cheaper. Garbage. The generic unit over there is still on, so let's go ahead and turn off the power. So I think it's these two breakers and that one, so let's do this and this. There we go. As you can see, the power here has now gone out, and as you can see, this is lighting up the area okay. Here, that generic unit is putting out a little bit of light. It's not that good, but it's doing something. And then this one, it's pretty much the same as that one. Maybe a little bit more light spreading, but otherwise it's still generic. Man, this is putting out a lot of light too. So that's probably why it seems excessively bright. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn the power back on because it's pretty dark.